The hell is going on, Americans? Jericho Green here with you once again. Booker goes to the border. It sounds like a fucking children's book. Cory Assaulticus Booker, one of the members of this fucking Democratic clown car, one of these moron stuff inside of this never-ending fucking clown car, he decided to go to the border. He said, AOC, you ain't shit. I'm going to show you how to go to the border. I'm not just going to stand outside of an empty parking lot and cry in my fucking P. Diddy all-white outfit. No. I'm going into Mexico, and I'm going to bring them over here. That's right. So Booker goes down to El Paso. He crosses the border. And isn't El Paso Francis's fucking territory? Isn't that Beto O'Rourke's territory? Booker said, fuck you, man. You ain't going to win. So he goes down there at El Paso, crosses over into Juarez, and he brings over 4 or 5 asylum-seekers. Air quotes. Now, we know damn good and well, if you want to play by the rules here, if you want to go by this asylum bullshit that they're pushing, you seek asylum in the first country you come to. Now, we've all seen maps, and if you happen to glance at Central America, you know that Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, all that shit, all of that is blocked by Mexico. You go through all those countries, you're going to get to Mexico. Mexico goes across the width of that portion of America. So if you're coming from Central America, you're going to get to Mexico before you get to America. So if you're really seeking asylum, air quotes, that's what you're going to do. Now just think about it for a second. If your life was so bad, violence, the economy, whatever, poverty, if it's so bad that you're going to pack up your family, risk their lives to leave, I would assume the minute you get away from the country that all this is happening in, you're going to breathe a sigh of relief when you get to that next country. And then you can start your asylum proceedings there. That further proves that these people aren't coming for asylum. They want assistance. They want all the free shit that is offered to illegals. Is that why 87% of them don't return for their court date? You're going to sit here and tell me they want asylum, but when they have a court date given to them to continue their asylum proceedings, 87% of them don't show up. Duh. They're not here for asylum, obviously. So this fucking turd brings over 4 or 5 asylum seekers. One of them is this little boy who's probably like 6 years old. So of course, these scumbags cannot resist a good photo op. So what does he do? He picks up the little boy and hugs him. And the little boy's arms are at his side, like, who the fuck is this giant motherfucker picking me up? Sits the kid down, gives his mom a kiss on the cheek, starts talking with some uniformed fucking idiot who's like, oh, may I escort you? And Cory's like, I'd be honored, fucking idiot. So then he walks across the border and releases these people into the custody of, I guess, Border Patrol. And he's saying that my office is going to make sure that these people are treated fairly and that they're put in a shelter, not a detention center, a shelter. And my office is going to do the right thing. My office is going to do the right thing is code for it. As soon as we get out of eyesight of this fucking place, I don't want to hear about those people ever again. You think he's going to make sure that those people get processed properly? Get the fuck out of here. As soon as the cameras left, so did Cory. And they don't need Cory Booker because after 20 days, they're going to be released any fucking way, right? It's all bullshit. But as a sitting member of the Senate, you went over there and helped people come here illegally. Because that's what's going to happen. They're going to be released into the interior of the United States. Like, we don't know that shit? And another thing about Cory, his girlfriend, remember her? I forgot about that bitch. I forgot about Rosario Dawson. That's supposed to be his girlfriend. She's going to be hitting the campaign trail with her boo. When's the last time we had a president that wasn't married? When's the last time we had a president with no children? Look, if you're going to be the leader of the free world, you need to have some damn kids. You need to have something invested in the future. It's no fault of your own that you don't view the world that way if you don't have children. But when you do, your worldview changes. Your view of the future changes. The stakes go up. I don't want one of these childless, weird fucks in the White House. Ask those European countries how it's going with those childless leaders. Ask those European countries, Germany, Sweden, England, Italy, and many more. Ask them how's it going when you allow people to seek asylum in your country unfettered and unchecked. Ask them how it's going. Ask them about those neighborhoods that have been there for hundreds of years. But you let these animals in there and they fuck it all up. And now the police aren't allowed to go there. What? What kind of silly shit is this? But that's what they want here. They want to import their voting block so when they are here, they can say, all right, guys, it's voting time. Remember all this stuff I gave you? Time to give me a return on my investment. Pull that lever. That's what this shit's about. You ask people on the ground level who are down here dealing with these fuckers that they release into the United States and tell me they're trying to seek asylum. Really? They want the American dream. They want to steal it. As a matter of fact, I take that back. They don't have to steal it. It's being given to them. But there is hope. I was reading an article yesterday about these illegals being hit with a bill, basically. The first story was about this woman. I can't remember her long-ass name. But she's living in a church in Ohio. And she got a letter saying, you owe us $497,000. That's right. Department of Homeland Security has the right to bill these people for being here unwelcomed. People who have gotten notices that you need to get the fuck out. So they sent the letter to the church, and the bill was $497,777. Damn! Girl, that's a big bill. And she's just like, oh, how am I supposed to pay the money? Blah, blah, blah. Bitch, you ain't supposed to be here. Been here for 21 fucking years, and you still need a translator to talk to the reporter. What the fuck? You've been here 21 years? You've had 21 years to get your shit together? Do they give you 21 years to pay your parking tickets? Do they give you 21 years to pay your taxes? Do you have 21 years to pay for your shit from the DMV? Do you have 21 years to pay off your cell phone? Do you grab your clothes out of the store and they say, hey, make sure you pay us back within 21 years? Fuck no. So now it's time to pay the piper, literally. And there was all these other stories, 200,000, 100,000, 500,000, 300,000. Shit. But the tone of the article was, this is wrong. We shouldn't be doing this. But under whatever the rules are, Department of Homeland Security, DHS, has the right to charge, I think, between $700 and $800 a day after a certain point. And I guess that's what it's come to for them. But these are other ways to get people to get the fuck out of here. It's not all Ellie and Gonzalez where they kick your door in and put a fucking MP5 in your face. But there should be financial pressure on these people. You're not supposed to be here. If you walk past a restaurant and you're like, damn, that food smells good. Can you just walk in through the kitchen and make yourself a plate? No. You got to take your ass around to the front, go through the front door, and wait in line like everybody else. What's the fucking problem here? And then part of the article said, and she has no criminal record. You came over here illegally. There's your criminal record. What are you talking about? Like that shit's special. You better not have a criminal record coming to our country. Why would you do that? Yeah, with native borns, we have special rules. We can commit crimes. You can't. She has no criminal record. The fuck she doesn't. She's a criminal. She broke a law. And Assaulticus, he's saying, oh, it's our moral duty and morals and moral duty. Well, no, this isn't a moral issue. This is a legal issue. We need to be a beacon and blah, blah. No, fuck that. Our American ways and values are for America. When you get inside these borders, then you have the full use of our American morals and our morality. But if you're not of this country, no, you don't get to partake in our shit. But these clowns, all they want is to be in office. They don't give a shit about illegals or immigrants. And you see how they always lump them in there with immigrants. They're just immigrants. They're just like the people who waited years and paid thousands of dollars and studied hours. They're the same. They're the same as somebody who snuck in the middle of the night and hopped the fence or burrowed under it, whatever the fuck. Or someone who came over here with a visa and let it expire and just stayed here because there's no fear of consequences. There are now. They're the same. They're the same as the people who only had enough to send one family member at a time and were years apart from their loved ones. And they finally had the money to come here. And they finally got chosen. They waited in line. They're the same. They're all immigrants. No, they're not. One is a legal citizen and one is a fucking criminal. And that's another falsehood. That they're all just coming here to get away from it, from the bad stuff. No, some of them coming here are the bad stuff. That's why a third of our prisoners don't speak English. That's why 72% of drug crimes are committed by illegals. Don't give me that shit that native borns commit more crimes. No, we don't. And that's irrelevant. Why are you committing any crimes? Motherfucker, you're supposed to be here legal. Remember, they're supposed to be in the shadows. So aren't you supposed to be on your best behavior? It's fucking ridiculous, man. Look at the video. Look at this pandering clown bringing these people into our country. He literally brought illegals into our country, and it was filmed. Asylum seekers, my fucking ass. You don't want asylum. You want assistance. So they'll get here. Those 4 or 5 people he came across the border with, he'll make sure that they have firm suction on our federal tit. He'll make sure that they gorge themselves on your tax money. They'll probably get a house, a business, get their little fucking crumb snatchers in school. That's another thing. One of those people in that article who got a multi-$100,000 bill from the Department of Homeland Security. Her name was another long-ass fucking 3-part name. Oh, me and my 4 kids. Bitch, you had 4 kids when you were here illegally? Who's feeding them? Who's educating them? Who's making them well when they get sick? You fucking criminals. Stay your ass where you come from and fix that bullshit. Man, please. Let me hop in this damn rat race and wrap up my short week. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please, subscribe, hit that notification bell, utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.